Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky 194, and I appreciate you stopping by
Stay double file.
and taking the time to check out my video. And something different here. We are in the low fuel motorsports server in the rookie class. And I'm a little nervous, something different, so I don't really know any of these guys that I know. I don't really recognize anybody. So never raced with these guys before. Of course, BMWs are dominating the front of the field. I'm in the AMG EVO, of course. Got a Porsche in front of me. That's a good car here. I liked it here. Of course, I like the Porsche everywhere, but yeah. See how it goes. It's pretty much optimum conditions. Cold, nighttime. I qualified 5th. The 201. I don't remember. 2017 or something like that. Something like that. Decent time. See how this goes.
Green light, show them where you go.
This has got kind of a rating system in here too, kind of like iRacing in a way. They got so I'm still learning. But they got like a rating system, and you have to get your license, and which you got to go through that kind of deal, which I might talk about here. Getting my feet wet, so to speak. Not behind us, but kind of left them, I guess. Shorter race, it's only 25 minutes. No pit stops.
On the right. Clear on the right.
Three BMWs in front of me. So hard to get the tire pressures right here, but I think they're all right. Dang it, that was sloppy.
Well done, mate. Your fastest lap so far.
I think it's faster than my qualifying, I think. Wrong gear. Lost all my time there. I run 2 O's, they're flying.
Falling behind the car in front in sector 2. Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Turn that back down, starting to hit on it, but I'm just trying to be easy on the tires for see how anything settle up. Dang it. Corsa's only about 1.5 seconds behind me. I know I'm being really aggressive, that's why I probably turned it up.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
that Porsche's hanging right in there. Lost my drive. Ooh, that left front's high. Wow. Not hot, but high pressure. A lot of pressure. They go up and down so much. And you get on the straightaway and then they cool down.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 2.
Better. I'm pushing pretty hard. That's the thing, try to straighten it out, you know, try to open it up, get the thing going straight as soon as you can. He's back there. They're running some solid high 2.0s.
Slow car ahead.
Oh.
We are halfway through. Keep it up. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Yeah, I want to work and see if I can, you know, see how it is and see if I can improve my license. See how it is. Definitely a lot of tough guys over. I mean, they're just fast. That's for sure. brake zone.
Gaining on the car heading sector 2.
Porsche's catching me. Dang it. Messed up or something. I just said that he's catching me, and that last corner back there, he messed up. Oh man, that's no front grip. That dang tire. I wish. Man, these pressures are tough to get. Tell the bumps you want, I can't lose pressure, but when I don't want it to lose, it does. Push it in these corners so hard, you just gotta let it work. The harder you push, the more you just waste time. I couldn't get in there and mix it up, but I can't even get up to him.
Time to the car in front in sector 3.
Yeah, they're pretty, like I say, they got the, I'm still learning about it, but they still got, they have the system for, rating and stuff, so you're wrecking people and stuff like that or getting in accidents, it's gonna hurt you. Hey man, even when the qualifying to get your license, they have two different ones as far as if your SA is above 95, you go in one, and if your SA is below that, you go in another. And it gives you a different rating if you pass. So, of course, I went in the one that was above. Mine was 99, so. Guys, put pressure on him. About the giveaway that's coming up this weekend. Should be coming up, the video for it should be coming up this coming weekend. You're seeing this video. Fanatec 2.5X wheel, brand new, with the latest quick adapter as far as quick disconnect. Go either way. You should be able to fit any of the Fanatec wheelbases. The video, all you have to do is make a comment and you're registered. Look at the left front, it is way out. Everything else is good. Running the same time as third, not far from it. I need a little bit more rotation. Still ran my best numbers I've had since the update. So the problem is you can get it to really rotate a lot better, but you got to figure out how to get this last turn down here, because then it over rotates and you end up spinning. That's the kicker. So you end up losing time if you got to take it easy through there. So I got to figure something out. Final lap. That's good. I got 2 laps left. I got plenty. Yeah, these guys, they didn't make no mistakes, nothing. Oh, well, I should say that. A couple of them hit the grass and stuff and little things like that, but that's how good they are. This is a rookie. Good grief. These BMWs are being forced to reckon with.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Whoa! Woo! All right, I can get a podium. Wow. Even the Porsche got ahead of him.
The leader has finished the race. Excellent.
All right.
P3, we're on the podium. Now bring it back home safely.
Woohoo! This looks like a win for me. I was pretty nervous going into this, so not sure. I mean, these guys are definitely tough. Finished third. Oh, 5th place. Oh, yeah, that's the guy that wrecked. He had the fast lap of the race. Oh, I don't know what he said. That's the guy that wrecked. That was a fun race. And we'll go ahead and I think you can only stay in here so long, so we'll go ahead and go in the back out of this, and I'll go and show you the setup. Okay, I'm back, and really excited because I think things are going to be a little bit different and better all the way around. When I think from now on, when I get done with doing a race, I'm gonna go out and double check the setup, and if there's weak points, weak things I don't like, I can go ahead and fix it, and then put it part of this video, and that way it saves me time, it saves you guys time. It's just better because then, and also the setup has been double checked, and really trying to get everything I can out of it at that time, especially after a race and it's fresh, and you know what's working, what's not working, and things like that. And I think that's going to be the way I go forward. I hope you all agree with that, and please leave your comments and feedback because I really would appreciate it. It really makes a huge difference on things that I do, but I just think it's better for me, and I think it's definitely better for you guys. That way you get, you're going to get a setup that's, you don't have to come out with another video, kind of like I did with the Porsche at Imola. You don't have to come out with another video that's something that's, that I just worked on. That way I can go over it, double check it, make some adjustments, and it's even better than it was. If there's little issues I don't like about it. Sometimes it might be minor, sometimes it might be, bigger things. So just to go through that. Also, I just want to remind everybody, if you didn't get, missed it part of the race, that was Low Fuel Motorsports, and also, the giveaway coming up this coming weekend. As far as I'm going to have the video that comes out, and for the Fanatic 2.5X wheel with the newer quick disconnect separate, but it comes with it. So I want to remind everybody about that. So again, I'll be saying that in all the videos for during the week. So I want, hopefully get good participation. Everybody watch the video and any comments, and hopefully it'll make somebody a great gift for the holidays. So let's get going, and we're just going to make this one lap, and I want to go over some of the things that summarize what I liked, didn't like, and all that, and then we'll go over the setup. So of course, we're always worried about speed here, Suzuka front, any places that have long straightaways. Well, you're doing, not drafting, you're doing 164 maybe down here in the AMG, and now it's doing 163 solid. So I mean, that's 1 mile an hour. That's not a make or break deal. You can see my fast was a 201.67. That is with the other setup. That is with basically the same setup that I had in the race. So, of course, I ran faster in the race, but of course the conditions were cooler and all those kinds of things. So, these are, and again, I can check all my tires and make sure the pressures are what they're supposed to be and all that. Now, this corner coming up here is really important. I'm going to stop it coming up here. But basically, this corner here, this real tight hairpin, is really, you can gain or lose a lot right here. On the brakes coming in and coming off. And of course, if you also, remember during the race, I mean, my traction control was kicking in pretty hard because I did have it turned up another notch, and that's another thing because the car felt a little loose. And so, just to be safe, I turned it up. Well, coming off of here, it's kicking in, so I'm not getting a good drive coming out of here. The car's not wanting to rotate here really strong. So you have to do things to get the car to rotate. Well, the best things to get the car to rotate is to turn your brake bias up, but then you got to be careful because the car will loop around on you. So you can only go so much. So the other thing you can do is raise the rear of the car, the ride height, and that makes the car rotate faster on these real short hairpin turns. So again, those are things that I wanted to adjust. So I did a couple things and also went over the Motec again just to double check and made a couple just small little adjustments with the shocks and suspension, but nothing major. It was all close, and so I made a few more adjustments. And then basically coming in here, I would be ahead of my Delta by a ton, and come in here and I would lose it all. In just one corner, I would lose everything. So I needed to minimize this, so I had to make adjustments just for this corner, and so that's what I really tried to concentrate on, try to do a few things, and we'll go over that when we go over the setup, but I think it's a lot better now going through that corner, in and out, both. And that's where gain some time. Now the leader was running, his fast lap was like a 2 minute 0.6 something, I think. And he was running pretty consistent low 201s. High 2.0s to low 201s. So, now see, that was 160, and that's what it was doing in the race. So it's the same mile an hour, or maybe it's a little less, but it's less than a mile an hour than what it was in the race. And that's because you're coming off that turn so much better down at the other end, which is a real tricky turn because it's like an off-camber turn. So, but anyway, I think it's a lot better, a lot more planted too. The car feels a lot more planted than it did. That was a 201.23. So that's, again, that's like 4/10, over 4/10 faster than what I just did with the setup that I ran, with in that race. So let's go over the setup. And be honest with you, I think I could do a lot faster with doing nothing. It's just I'm really getting kind of tired because I've been doing some races and this and that, and I'm just getting worn out, and so I'm kind of not doing the greatest. So I think, because to be honest, there's many times my Delta was in the 2.0s, and I would just fumble one little corner, and then I would lose it. So I think the car has got a 2.0 in it, or a low, 2.010 in it, just the way it sits, doing nothing. So I think it's really a lot better than what I'd had in the race. And of course, the setup as far as suspension and everything, shocks, springs, they're all the same. They still matched up really good and still checked out fine. So let's go over that. And of course, the tire pressures have adjusted. And of course, that's for the 24, 25 degrees. We got 25 left front, 25.8 left rear, 25.3 right front, and 25.8 right rear. The toe is negative 0.4 in the front, with the camber at negative 3.7 and the caster at 10.1, which has been changed. I added a little bit more negative camber because, and that's the thing, when you're running 201s or mid to high 201s and you go to running lower 201s or 2.0s, your things change. Tires temperature, tire pressures change. Where things change because you're going harder and faster. So that's why I adjusted accordingly. So again, now if you want to, you can knock this down to make a click down to 3.6 if you want to, but that's what it was needing to get the tires to wear right at those kind of speeds. The rear of the toe is 0.05 with the camber at negative 3.2, and that was just basically one click more negative camber in the back. The electronics are 5, 6, and 1, and of course I had to put this up to 6 when I was in the race, but I leave it at 5. You might be able to get away with 4, but I didn't try it. I just left it at 5, and that's what it was running that good. Of course, I ran it with 45 liters because that's what I had in the race. That's all I needed because it's a 25-minute race, so that's what I set it up at. But we can stick it back up to 80. Mechanical, of course, the tires, it did have some light graining on it, but I mean the wear is fine. I don't really worry too much about that. So, and now of course I was sliding it around a little bit. Mechanical got 7 on the anti-roll bar, 56 on the brake bias with a steering ratio at 13, and the brake bias is another big adjustment. It was 57 or 58 in the race, and I turned it down to 57, and now I turned it down to 56. Because again, it's got to be stronger on the brakes. Got to be able to rotate that car in that hairpin turn. The springs in the front are 143,000. The bump stop rate is 800, and the bump stop range is 5, and that's all the same. The springs in the rear are 107,000 with a bump stop rate of 600 and a bump stop range of 20. Anti-roll bar is 4, and the preload on the diff is 60. Both those two are changed. I went from 3 to 4, and that's, again, to get this car to rotate, especially in the hairpin, where you can lose. I mean, I was losing 0.3 just in one corner in my Delta, and I'm taking it as hard as I can. So we got to get the car to rotate faster. So that's where I added that. And then, of course, the diff, I had 50. Well, see, that's another problem. Coming off of that corner, you're not getting the drive out, and it's kicking in the traction control, the TC. So I just upped it one click to 60, and it makes a world of difference because now it's coming off and just going. There's no, I mean that's why you could probably turn it down to 4 and it would still do it. I mean, now both tires are digging coming out, and again, that gives you that drive all the way down to that next corner, which is a long way. So again, you can make up a lot of time. Shocks on the front are 5.2, 5.3, and on the rear they're 3.1, 7.1. So again, all this has been done by Motec, springs and shocks, and try to get it as close as I could. And I really think it's working really well. Aero got 45 in the front, 75 in the rear with a 4 splitter and a 10 rear wing and a 4 and a 3 in the brake ducts. And basically I changed everything here except the front ride height. The front ride height is the same. I lifted, I went up 1. I think it was just 1 on the ride height in the rear. I gave it 1 more click on the splitter, and 2 clicks on the rear wing. So before in the race, I had it at 8. Now I have it at 10, and it gives the car a lot more planted feeling. That fast, left-hander there down at the end of that back straightaway, it's a lot more planted. It doesn't feel like it's going to come around on you, and you can attack the corners, and that's where you're going to gain time. Again, you're not even losing a mile an hour down these long straightaways. So, and if you get the drive coming off, you're not going to lose, like down the front straightaway or the back straightaway, you don't lose anything. So again, it's the total package, not just a one-hit wonder. I think it's really good for race setup, especially if you have a long stints, and especially if long endurance race. I mean, this is a good, solid, stable setup that you can attack, and it feels just really good. So I sure hope you like it. I hope you like the new way that I want to do things as far as these videos coming out, and I'm just trying to benefit all of us, the channel, and better quality. But I'm always trying to improve. I'm never satisfied. I'm always trying to do better on content, on my setups, on everything. So I sure hope you enjoy it. I hope, of course, this will have a link in the description, and I have a PayPal link in the description also if you want to help support the channel. And thank you so much to all the people out there that do. And I have some ideas with that coming up also, so stay tuned for that. And also, I have support for subscribing and giving me a like and all that YouTube stuff. All makes a huge difference. So I would really appreciate that. Please subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified when another video is going to come out. And I hope you come back and visit again really soon. And don't forget about those comments. I love comments and feedback. So y'all take care. See ya.